Welcome to your Introduction to Theory course, The Key to Sharps and Flats. And I'm so glad you've signed up. If you're not already aware of the basic keys, this is the first quick lesson and breakdown that I provide to all of my students so that we can set off learning with the ability to figure out our keys and flats and sharps ourselves, because then things make so much more sense. I'm going to use a series of images to illustrate the formula rhyme and how it works, but you can also download the PDFs of the images. A lot of my students keep them on the side of their wall so that they can reference them, and then ultimately you will learn it off by heart over time. Give yourself some time. So to get started, we use an acrostic rhyme. So the first letter of every word is actually what we need to create the formula. The rhyme I've used here is something I learned as a child. However, it could be changed to anything you find more relevant and easy to remember. So Father Charles goes downstairs and eats breakfast. If that doesn't resonate with you, you don't find it easy to remember, there's many others you can find. You can ask ChatGPT, you can make up your own. Here's a list of a few others you might be interested to use. Fast composers get dizzy after every beat. Fried chicken goes down almost every buffet. Fearless climbers go dangerously across every bridge. Fast cars go driving around every bend. Funky clowns go dancing at every bar. Whatever resonates with you, but for the sake of this exercise, we're going to use my original. And let's begin. So, to the right of the rhyme, we are going to discuss sharps. Sharps get higher in pitch, and flats get lower. Sharps are a hashtag, and flats are a little b. So it's only appropriate that we look to the right of the poem to go forward for sharps, and to the left of the poem for flats, or to go backwards. Ultimately, you will learn it all by heart, like I said. So just in the beginning, we remember, if you're learning keyboard, C major, middle C, the mother of all keys and notes, C major has nothing. It's super easy. No sharps, no flats. It's the foundation from which we will move. You can see this has been referenced on both sides, on the flats and the sharp sides, with a 0 next to the C. And now we'll work with sharps, and we're going to be moving down on the right hand side. You will see the first sharp is F sharp, and it belongs to goes, or G major. We know it's an F sharp and not another sharp, as we add our sharps in order of our rhyme. And our rhyme starts with father, so F sharp. Moving on, next down the list, downstairs, or D major, has two sharps, father and Charles, or F sharp and C sharp, in order of our acrostic rhyme. And so it continues to the end of our list. Here you can see the completed list of foundational keys. And, or A major, is 3 sharps, father, Charles, and goes, or F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Eats, or E major, is 4 sharps, father, Charles, goes, and down, or F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. Breakfast, or B major, is 5 sharps, father, Charles, goes, down, and, or F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. And this is the nicest one to play on the piano because it's all the black notes. So it actually makes it quite easy. It seems like it might be difficult. If you're on the guitar, that's irrelevant. But now you know it's going to be all sharps and bar chords. And then we take a little breath. Now we've done the right hand side, we're going to look at the left hand side of our poem and the flat keys. So here you can see the first of our flats is moving backward through the rhyme, as will our order of the flats move backwards through the rhyme too. Think of flats as under or back or flattened. So our first key before Charles, moving backwards, which we now know has nothing, Charles, we have Father, or F major. And F major is your first flat key. It has the first flat of the rhyme going backwards though, not going forwards like our sharps. So going backwards in your rhyme, the first thing you see is breakfast, or B flat. Alright, so F major, or Father, has a B flat, just one. And there's nothing above Father, so now we move in a circular pattern backwards from Father. We have to go round to the bottom and come up again, the same as the order of our flats will come up. So our next key will be B flat major. Okay, not B major. B major's to the right, it's got all those 5 sharps. So now when we're referencing our flat keys, we're going to call it B flat major. And B flat major has 2 flats, one more than the F major, and it'll go in the order of the rhyme, breakfast and eats, or B flat and E flat. And so we continue again on the left hand side, moving backwards. Next, after F for father and B for breakfast, moving backwards, is eats, or E flat major. E flat major has 3 flats, breakfast, eats, and B flat, E flat, and A flat. Thereafter, we have and, or A flat major. So moving backwards through our flats and our rhyme, we have breakfast, eats, and downstairs, or B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. Finally, downstairs, or D flat major, has 5 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat. And then that's where we're going to stop for the want of our basic theory lesson, as you now have an extensive set of major keys to use. And in pop music, you will rarely even use all of these keys. It's a base you can use until much further in your musical career. And now that you know these major chords, finding the minor chords is an incredibly easy task too. So if this lesson and this idea of the rhyme was beneficial and resonated with you well, then feel free to get hold of me and I can explain in another quick and easy lesson how to use these major keys to find your minor keys. And then all of the base of music theory has been learnt in less than 1 hour. All you have to do now is practice.